I spent weeks creating an ebook about overcoming failure. I ran ads, got reviews, but it still wasn't selling. I couldn't figure out why until I took a step back and realized something big. The topic was too broad. So I made a bold move. I created a brand new ebook using the same tools.
You did it again, didn't you?
But this time I narrowed it down into something way more specific. How to start a YouTube channel if you're over 50. Don't worry, this video is not about that. It's about the book creation. The difference? Night and day. Let me show you what changed and how you can use the same strategy to turn things around. Here's why this matters. Ebooks are one of the easiest digital products to sell online. They cost almost nothing to produce, and once they're published, they can earn passive income for months, even years. Some people make a few $100s a month, others pull in thousands. But the key is write what you know. Not what you think will sell, which is the problem that I had, but what you've lived, experienced, and learned. That's where the magic is. I'll show you exactly how I did it, what I learned, and how you can do it too, even if you've never done an ebook before. Let's dive in. Oh, and don't worry, I've got all of this written down for you on my website at reneeclancy.com. Free templates, PDFs, things that you can use to help you get started on your KDP journey. As you can see here, nestled in between the day planners and the financial planners that I've just created is The Failure Paradox ebook. Now, I know that with ebooks, you should write what you know, right? It is well known that you should write about something you're passionate about or a skill that you have. And I am passionate about overcoming the fear of failure. I have done videos on it. And so that's why I concentrated on writing this book. I did it through Word Genie, and I'm going to show you about that process in a second, how to really change the words within the Word Genie to make it your own. So it's not just ChatGPT doing it, not just AI. But this book really, I felt it meant a lot to me. And so I did all of the things. I felt like I wrote a book that I was passionate about. I got reviews. I got 12 reviews, and I could always get more. And then I started ads. And that's what's crazy is this is the first time that no one even clicked on the ads. No, like maybe one click, maybe two, and that's it. All of my other books where I have followed this process are selling. This is the only one that's not. And so I had to take a really hard look at the landscape and see what's going on, and had to ask myself some serious questions. Why is this not selling? And I believe that it's because this is a really easy entry topic. A lot of people have this fear of failure. A lot of people have overcome their fear of failure. And there were so many books about this. I think I just got lost among the landscape. There were so many. So I had to take a good step back and ask myself, what's another topic that I am passionate about, that I know about, that someone would actually want to buy and learn more about? But that's a little bit more niched down, a little bit more unique. So not everybody's writing about it. And I thought, perfect. I can do a book about doing YouTube after 50. And of course, there are lots of YouTube books out there, but even narrowing it down a little bit more to doing a book about YouTube after you're 50 years old is going to set me apart because it's just a little bit more unique. So let me show you how I got started. I did it here in Designrr, and I'm going to show you all of my steps that I've gone through and how to do the cover, everything. So we're going to start here in Designrr and go to Create. Now, I don't have the full Designrr like $300 or $400 a year pro package. I have the one level up where it lets me use AI, lets me use the templates. And I think I paid about $95 or $98 for the year. And so far, I've definitely gotten use out of that. So I like to create an ebook. And I'm going to decide this later. Even though I know it's going to be an ebook, I'm just trying to mimic the exact things I did for the other book. Word Genie. And let's talk about our themes. Okay, self-development, business, definitely. Writing nonfiction, digital marketing. Okay, I would say all of those are fitting in there. Let's enter a topic, and let's be very specific so that it knows what to expand upon. I've done this where I'm very general. If I just put YouTube over 50, there's a lot of places that could concentrate on. So I'm going to be pretty specific with my niche. Now, these are our sub niches, and these end up being the chapters after chapter 1. So definitely pay attention to what we have here. Okay, tell why people over 50 should have a YouTube channel. Yep, that's what I had typed in there. Storytelling and life lessons, sharing personal experiences, definitely. I do like these sub niches in here that are talking about what people can do, what they can talk about. Now, my audience. Let's look at our title, Voices of Experience. These feel a little too senior citizen, and I wouldn't consider myself a senior citizen. I am 50, but these little mentor moments, creative expressions. I like the life's lessons unplugged. I might just change it to unplugged, sharing your journey on YouTube. Let's do that one. Let's keep it as informative. And now it's going to build an outline. Okay, why you need YouTube, embracing the unplugged approach, nice. Oh, I do like that this goes into the art of storytelling. And then it gives examples of what you can talk about. All of these are really great ideas. Okay, I like it. And I could regenerate this, or I could delete some of these and move on and change them, but I really liked what that said. While that is running, and I'll show you how to connect that to a template and how it builds out into the template, let's look at covers. Now, the covers that are in Designrr, I'm not too crazy about. There are a few that I've used, actually, a lot of them in my ebooks. But this one, I wasn't really finding something that connected with my book. So I came over here to Canva. I typed in the dimensions that are required for the cover for an ebook. This is what I found. And then I found this as an image. I put that behind, and then I added the text, the 2 different text layers. I added that. So changing it up quite a bit. And I feel like this is different enough that it should pass their copyright inspections. This is the behind the scenes of my other book. I did an inside front cover on that one, and it's fine. I don't think it's going to make or break the book. Here are some mistakes I made in that book. I made too many changes, and it took a long time to publish the book. For example, I wanted some of this to be bold, some of it not to be. And so I ended up changing quite a bit in the book. It had a footer down here, and it had a link to it, and I had to go through and delete those. So that was the only difficult part, I would say, of Designrr, is it wasn't quite as user-friendly, as consistent. Like when I changed one thing, it changed like 50% of the rest of the book, not all of it. So it just took a little bit longer to go through it. But that also told me that with the new book, don't change anything. What I did for my book that I created is it has, for ebooks, it has that URL link down at the bottom. And like I said, you can totally delete that. But I thought, why don't I use that? And I linked it to my website that's a podcast that's all about doing YouTube. So it's just an additional support. And so I decided to keep that. I thought it was a pretty good suggestion. Okay, our book is done. Now I'm going to take some time, go through and read the book, and adjust and change to really make it mine. I'm never going to leave a book exactly the way that Word Genie writes it. I could, but I really want to make it mine. I want to add my own words. And so that's what I did with with my other book. I'm going to come over here and let's choose a template. So as you can see, the covers are okay. Let's pick, they do have some tech ones. Let's do this one. Obviously, it connects with my advertising and digital marketing theme that I have going. Table of contents, and then this is what it will look like. I say, let's do it. Now, everything really is outlined exactly as you need it. I'm going to go through and look at it. I like how this is a different color. These kind of subheadings are a different color, but still matches the entire theme. I've already gone through and changed it to really fit my voice. Oh, here's an example of something you want to change. The start of a new chapter should always be at the top of the next page. So I'm just going to drag this down and put it right there. And then I just go through the whole book, change other things. Now that I moved that one, see, here's the other example. Okay, so I'm going to go through the whole book, make all of those fixes. Now let's look at that cover. Okay, let's say I'm not crazy about this particular front page anymore. So I'm going to come on over here to Canva. The size, this is where I found the size, I went here, I typed in Kindle ebook cover dimensions, 2560 pixels by 1600. And so I made my Canva page like that. Let's do File, New Design, Custom Size. And I'm going to pick the ones that I just used. Those are the numbers that you need. This is horizontal. Let's fix that. Resize. Now let's add something to the background. Let's give it something to focus on. Let's see here. Book cover. I think this is a nice book cover. It's bold, high contrast. It's going to stand out from the crowd. Let's change the cover title. Now, again, I want to change this a little bit more. In order to follow Canva's copyright laws, you need to make sure you change it enough to make it unique. So why don't I'm going to change this and this. Ooh, I know what we should do. Let's make these YouTube colors. Here we go. Why don't we make the play button pink? That way we're changing it. It doesn't exactly copy YouTube or Canva, making it our own here. I like this cover because it's high contrast. Obviously I changed it up to make things a little bit bigger, a little bit bolder. So I'm going to go ahead and download this. Okay, now the reason why this shape looks different on this particular page is because this book is not formatted for an ebook yet. This is right now formatting for a PDF, which is perfectly fine. I actually don't mind this. And let me show you why we still want to keep this other longer JPEG, because we're going to want to go into Amazon and we're going to want to upload this as the cover later for the ebook. So I've checked all my pages. I'm going to go ahead and click Publish. We are going to publish as a Kindle e-book. And then I'm also going to download it as a PDF. So I can start publishing it as a print book also. And that's all you need in order to get started with an ebook. Again, make it something that you know personally about, something that you are very familiar with, something that's unique to you. And now my next steps are going to be to upload the book, get reviews, and then I'm going to run ads. And I'll also put this in the link down below so you can check it out. And I would love your opinion on the book as well. Have a great day.